guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Your girl is back again, the gowned queen, Anissa Lamini. I'm here, I'm back with my laptop video quality content, but I'm pushing it like no one's business. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm back, guys. I'm back with another video. Name? Alright. So, with this video, what had happened was the fact that I had left a comment on another video I had seen from a high school student who didn't perform so well in her matric results, and she was basically feeling extremely discouraged, because she thought she was going to go to university, and she had gotten a bachelor's pass, but just not quite there for university standards, right? So I'm going to talk a little bit about that because my comments on that video did spark kind of like a chain reaction of questions and inquiries. So I just wanted to make this video. Yeah. So let's get into it. Right, so let me tell you a little bit about myself, which will definitely give context to my comments and why I'm talking about this topic. Like, yay. Okay, so I was doing my matric in 2015. I got my bachelor's pass. I got my A. I'm gonna say A's because that other one was 1% off. Like, that's an A to me. To A in university. Anyway, so I had gotten 27 points, I remember. And what will be fair to it was bad. It was really, really bad. Your girl went through a depression because she was so used to being a high achiever, né? And the things that dragged me down was the obvious two culprits, physics and mathematics. Those things made me so depressed that I just felt, when you are at a peak, at a pinnacle where it was like you're so smart and everybody wants to talk to you, and now suddenly you're being overlooked for almost everything that is hinging mainly on strong academia. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So when that happened, girl was going through it. She was going through like no one's business. And then I remember, I think this was one of my worst memories when we went looking for schools because no places were accepting me. And when I went to UKZN, the same school I'm in now, keep in mind. So when I went to UKZN, they turned me away. They told me to upgrade, and I'm like, for the course that I want, like, ma'am, it's just 1 point. Like, isn't there some kind of alternative bridging? What? And it was a no. They told me no. They told me, who do you think you are, ma'am? Plus, you know? And it was bad. Bad. Went to UNISA. EUNISA was closed that day. We went to the UT. At UT, they did offer me accounting, a diploma in accounting. And I did love accounting when I last did it in grade 9, and I was really good at it. But then I can't take accounting when I didn't take it as one of my like core subjects, because I didn't feel confident that I would do really well. And I don't want to go into an institution only to get more depressed about the fact that I'm not doing well in the one place that I got accepted, And for me, it's always been a passion thing. So I'm not going to do something if I'm not passionate about it. No way, Jose. For me, it's like I find it really hard to give something my full attention if I'm not passionate about it. Right? So that happened. And on our drive, we ran into ISESA, right? So it's an upgrading institution. It's a private college, kahle kahle, but they do help people with upgrading. I sure whatever, kumnandi much. So I tell my parents that I want to upgrade. And, my parents are just like, are you okay, my child? Because they know that, this used to being such an overachiever, used to be top of everything. Ugel uyagoa. To Ugel is making such decisions, that is not going to allow her to be at the same pace as everybody else. But they say to me, if it's what will make you comfortable and if it's what will make you reach your dreams and your goals, girl, go for it. Go for it. Right? Fine. I says one mission only. Upgrade my marks in, out. Get in and out. You know what I'm saying? So, sure, whatever, hurry. And then get to ISESA. End up really enjoying it actually. And I got to a point where I wasn't depressed about it anymore. I looked forward to going to school because, I made friends, people that were in similar situations as me, people that were working as hard as me, people we would come together and push each other to work even harder because, yeah, we all know how it feels like, to be rejected essentially. That was really one of the most binding aspects of every student there. So okay, did my things, did a things, and then the time came, wrote my exams, and then bada bing, bada boom, I got 33 points. And then your girl was like, what is this? What is you saying? And then I applied at UKZN that year. And then what happened? Most of the programs I wanted were full. And then I filled in a change of mind. And then the next day I got accepted. And then yeah, I got accepted for a Bachelor of Social Science, and I was going to do geography, most definitely. I was going to do geography, and I was very passionate about it. And then there was like a parents' day thing. We got there, and then now I'm hearing criminology, psychology. I've always heard about criminology. I've always heard about, psychology, but I never really understood it. I've always wanted to be like the mentalist, but I didn't know how. I've always wanted to be Dr. Phil, but how do you get there? And so now suddenly I'm in a whole new world where you're in now. Here are all the oysters and fruits and everything that you've ever wanted is in front of you. Like, it's up to you to pick what you want on your plate, essentially. And then, excuse me, I feel hard. But yeah, so that happened, and then ended up doing criminology. I ended up doing psychology. I ended up doing ethics. I ended up doing philosophy. People were so young. Okay, pro tip in case you all don't know, if you're not at university yet and you're watching my video, or you're still waiting, or whatever the case may be, let me give you a pro tip, name. Take people's advice with a grain of salt. Take people's advice with a grain of salt. Alternatively, take people's advice to an extent. Right? And I say that because I took philosophy. And a lot of people are discouraging me against it. You know, whoever I meet up with and I'm like, oh, I'm taking philosophy, they'll be there like, oh my God, what? You gonna fail, girl. Drop it now. Drop it now. You know? Okay, fine, but I do. Just to tell you a little about that philosophy saga, you know, we started, you know, class. Hey, I'd never seen such a theater in my life. I felt like, you know, when you have experiences and it's like, a girl like me never thought she'd be here, you know? That's the feeling I always have, essentially. So, I walk into the theater, there's like freaking 3,000 of us. It seemed like 3 million to me for philosophy. And then oh my God, that first semester was the most brutal thing. Because Nama even slid a pass. And then I was just like, you know, when it's like, I know what people said, but in a manga land. Basically meaning that I'm not going to be beaten by something that cannot speak. You know what I'm saying? And then I pulled up my socks. My socks were high. They were here. That's where my socks were. And I got a very beautiful mark the next semester. It was an A aggregate. So I said that to say that I knew I could do it. And as much as people's advice or, I don't know, words played in the back of my mind, especially when I achieved that very brutal pass, I still managed to raise up my socks and do what I knew I could do. But in any way, I say all that to say, I did my undergrad degree, passed it, beautiful. I've never seen a sub. I did my honors degree, passed it, beautiful, never saw a sub there. I'm doing my master's now. Hopefully, by the grace of the Father, by the grace of Abagiti, I never see a sub, so I don't know, become a doctor one day, you know. We can only work hard, we can only put in the best we can, and we can only pray, you know. So, to say, I tell you about my journey, basically to say that, firstly, let me say the comments. So in my comments, I had included a little bit about my journey, and I said to her that the lady who made the video, I said to her that don't be discouraged, don't ever be discouraged. I'm one of you. I've been there. I've lived that life. So don't ever think, Uguti, because you got denied right now, you will never get accepted. If you really want something badly, you'll make it. But where I am today, I always listen to my parents when they tell me, Uguti, you know you're a fighter because you never gave up. You knew what you wanted. You could have, you know, given up and did something you didn't want to do, but you knew you had a passion, you have a calling that is greater than just being ordinary. Yeah. So yeah, my closing piece of advice to any and everybody who is feeling like they are lost, who's feeling down, who's feeling like this is the defining moment, or you know, you feel like, okay, what now? My advice would be don't give up on yourself. I know it's hard, I know it's extremely depressing hearing that you didn't do what you've worked so hard to do or to achieve. Never, ever, ever, you know, sell yourself short. You know, you only live once, and I feel like it's always good to take a leap of faith. You know, might as well try rather than give up. Yeah. So I hope my advice, my little, a little snippet out of my life will help someone. I know how hard it is. I know how self doubt and how those people that have always been rooting for you to fail can also weigh you down. You know, don't ever allow that to happen. You are God's child, and God will never let you down. So have an amazing, amazing night. Because it's nighttime where I'm at. It's like, I don't even know. Sure, 20 plus 12. Like, what am I, a witch? Anyway, anyway, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want me to talk about a little bit more about my educational journey, a little more in detail, maybe step by step, not step by step because, like, damn, that's a lot of years. But, like, maybe cut it up and talk about my undergrad experience, my honors experience, and now my master's experience. I definitely can do that. Yeah. Peace.